The Super Eagles had another comeback victory in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. The game against Lesotho ended 4-2 in the favor of the Super Eagles, and it was an impressive watch. Welcome to the Nutmeg on Guardian TV. My name is Solomon Fowowe, and Dennis returns to us in the studios. Great to have you back, man.
Always a pleasure, Solomon. Seeing that the Super Eagles of Nigeria, did prove everything that we talked about during our preview show. Go to Lesotho there, get the victory, and it's the second victory in the group already, and with 6 points, Super Eagles of Nigeria are already flying to the next African Cup of Nations.
I remember telling you that we sounded a little bit condescending in the preview show, where I told you that, okay, it was a little prideful for you to start saying that we're going to go there and we're going to beat them black and blue. And that really did happen.
You talk about being condescending towards the Lesotho guys, but then even the results being 4-2, sincerely, I still blame the Super Eagles of Nigeria for allowing Lesotho to
the
get
truth
2
is,
goals.
the results quite flattered the Lesotho side, because you'd have expected a whole lot more goals be scored in the quality of chances that the Super Eagles created. And out of those 4 goals, I need to ask you, which one did you like the most? Which one was the most impressive for you?
I think that of Chukwueze, seeing that 3 passes produced that goal, first being a flying pass from Alexi Iwobi towards Victor Osimhen, that's just before the 18-yard box of the Lesotho team, and seeing that Victor Osimhen just flipped the pass, 1 touch, 2, with the second touch, 2, Chukwueze to head it into the goalpost. I think it's absolutely phenomenal for me.
I think I quite liked the Osimhen's first goal. That was
a tapping from
Olaino. Exactly. The passage of play that moved from Iwobi to Olaino. I loved the way Olaino beats the defender on his left foot, make the cross come in, and Osimhen got the goal. But it was quite impressive, and we're going to be talking about that lad Osimhen, who was arguably the man of the match. I think it was pretty much unanimous. He had 2 assists, he had 2 goals. Now, the quality of such a striker in the Super Eagles side, would you say that we have leveled up from the days of Igalo?
Yeah, certainly. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, I think, have become better ever since the departure of Odion Igalo. Although you could make some excuses for like 2-3 matches after he left, because the team was still yet to get a balance in who holds the number 9 position. At some point, we had Victor Osimhen in a glimpse. At some point, we had Paul Nuachu. At some point, the Super Eagles of Nigeria were even playing like a false 9, but seeing that Victor Osimhen has really come to stay in this team, having a hand in 4 goals is no means feat, and then seeing that he's also proved himself so far this season, especially for his club side Lille, scoring a lot of goals in the league, scoring goals in the Champions League. I think it's just a sign of great things to come for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And ask me whether Osimhen is already better than Odion Igalo. Sincerely, I think he would go ahead to beat whatever record Odion Igalo has set for himself with the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Incredibly, I love the fact that this lad, Victor Osimhen, there's so much industry and energy about him. Is the sort of player that if he were to be a midfielder, you would call him an energizer bunny, always going around the pitch. But up front, he's always chasing, harrying defenders.
And then, to buttress your point in that regard was the Super Eagles' first goal. You see that the Super Eagles of Nigeria lost the ball to Lesotho defenders. That's on the left wing back from the Lesotho team. And then seeing the way Victor Osimhen from behind chased down the defender,
got the ball back
from him, laid the pass to Alex Iwobi to get the first goal. It just sums up his energy, his strength. And then I think it's, like I said earlier, being an upgrade of Odion Igalo. In Igalo, we only used to have a striker that is very physical
and static, limited in his movements.
Just get me the ball and I will score the goal. But in Osimhen, you've got a player that is technically gifted.
Can create his own shots.
He's got pace, he can shoot the ball at sight, and then, he has everything working for him. And also, he reminds me of one of our previous shows where we were talking about Osimhen, and then Tam Abraham that, pledged his allegiance to the 3 Lions of England. Osimhen is just coming into the sort of figure that we've always seen, a player like Didier Drogba, but he on his own got pace, got technical abilities. I think he's an upgrade of Odion Igalo, and I still maintain he will be Nigeria's Super Eagles best striker, you know, in years to come.
Yeah, that's if he continues plotting,
Yeah.
charting the scores. You know, one thing that I see as the difference between Ia and Odion Igalo is the very fact that the sort of mobility and movement that Igalo has lacked, that has plagued his career for large parts. We've seen Osimhen show that, and in showing it really well when it comes to the movement. He knows where to stay for him to get the ball. He knows how to move.
Talk about positioning in that
He's
regard.
just a brilliant lad. And now to the qualifiers itself, we've seen that it's going to be pretty easy for the Super Eagles.
Yeah, ever since I saw the draw, I already knew that this would just be, you know, largely a walkover with, yes, talk about disrespect to the other opponents.
You're starting again.
Yeah, let's start again. Let's try throwing the shades. You know, you talk about Benin Republic, you talk about Lesotho, you talk about Sierra Leone. You know, these guys are not, they are no match for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in terms of personal and team pedigree. You know, you put all of these teams side by side. All of these other opponents are sides that are still, you know, finding their feet in trying to make a little bit of history for themselves in the African football front. But Nigeria has got history, and then we also got personal. So I think that alone is a plus for the Super Eagles.
Yeah, true. Now, the quality of the opposition, we've spoken about it, that you're not up to so much of a scratch when you're putting them against the Super Eagles. Now, that game was played on an artificial turf, and it didn't seem to trouble the Super Eagles for so much, because we saw how fluid their play was. And do you see this thing continuing, you know, where the Super Eagles are really good and confident when it comes to them getting the ball and handling the ball whatsoever they are going to be playing? And would you say when we level up in the fact that when we have even much more tougher positions, we'll still be able to hold down that way?
Yeah, I think it will continue like this. That is with a big if Gunnar Troy, you know, still finds a way to motivate these guys and also keep the team together. Talk about team play and cohesion in that regard, because even if you did look at most of our Super Eagles' tough matches in the World Cup, you talk about the match against Argentina, the team still found a way to play together. You know, team still found a way to play together even in the match against Greece. But I just think it has just been like, you know, the inconsistency that we've seen in this team over time. But I think that if the team continues, you know, everyone continues to push himself above limits, you know, I think the performances will continue like this, and the Super Eagles of Nigeria can be better.
Yeah, one of the criticisms against Gernot Roy is the fact that people think he can't take us to the promised land, like take them to a level higher than where he's taking us to now. Now, with the team that we have, that we've seen in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers for the 2021 African Cup of Nations, and the team that we saw at the AFCON, that was in 2019, that's the beginning of this year, would you say that there's been an improvement in the side, in the quality of both sides?
Yeah, there's been an improvement. Don't forget that the team that qualified for the World Cup had a few players that, you know, you always want to doubt their real abilities, you know, when it comes to the field of play. And as at that time, Nigeria still had what's his name, Odion Igalo in front. As at that time, Chukwueze was not even a regular starter.
Yeah, I'm talking about the AFCON now.
Yeah, so was not even a regular for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And despite all of that, the team still went ahead to pick the bronze medal, to come third at the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations. But going forward, 2021 Africa Cup of Nations, I think it's all good signs for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, seeing that in almost every position, Nigeria has like a like for like, even a better replacement sitting on the bench. So I think that's a plausible one for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, because right now on the right wing, if you don't have Samuel Kalu playing, you have Ahmed Musa playing. Even if Ahmed Musa is not there, we still have
Moses Simon.
We still have Moses Simon there. We have Chukwueze there. There is Osimhen there. There is even Nwankali, who has been injured for a while. You know, he's also coming to his own a whole lot. And also don't forget that up front, if there is no Victor Osimhen, there's still Onoachu there, even though a lot of people still have some reservations.
But he has been doing good with Gunk.
About him, but then he has been proving himself. So I think for 2021, the standard now will be for Gonotro. I mean, the challenge now will be for Gonotro to go ahead and supersede whatever is achieved with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. perhaps going ahead to win the 2021 Africa Cup of
Hopefully
Nations.
we'll be doing that. Thank you so much for talking to us on the Nutmeg.
Always a pleasure, Solomon.
So that's all we can serve you on the Nutmeg on Guardian TV. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, you should absolutely do that already, because there's awesome content from Guardian Nigeria for you. Thank you so much once again. This has been the Nutmeg.